without being called, or they'll be put to death. Even the Queen. It's the law.
Tell her if she remains silent now, she and all our people will be destroyed.
And Mordecai said, "It may be for this purpose you have been made queen over this kingdom."
Tell Mordecai to gather all our people together and fast for 3 days and nights. I will do the same, and then I will go to the king against his law.
Oh, but your highness, the king might put you to death.
I must do this, and if I perish, I perish.
Here, let me help.
If I do not come back within the hour, find your friends Derek and Moki and leave the city.
Madam, no one enters the king's council chamber unless summoned.
I am queen of this kingdom.
The Queen! She was not summoned. It means death.
My lord, forgive me. I could not wait to be summoned. I must speak to you. Please.
Come, my dear. Now, what do you have to tell me that you would risk death for?
My lord, I desire that you and Prince Haman come to my quarters tomorrow night. I shall prepare a banquet, and then I shall make a request of you.
A banquet? You hear, a banquet? You are the most beautiful and bravest lady in my kingdom. We shall be there, eh, Haman?
I shall inform my wife and household of this great honor. Oh, wife, your husband's star is on the rise. Tomorrow night, the queen has prepared a banquet in her quarters for just the king and me. Then I shall hang that accursed Mordecai and begin the extermination of his people. Prepare my finest robes. Ah, what joyous happenings.
Margot, I am worried that...
Oh, Esther, it will work. It's got to.
Make way for the king!
I'll be in the next room.
My lords, please be seated.
Aha! A banquet fit for a king! A wonderful feast, my dear. Now, what is your request? Even to half my kingdom, it shall be granted.
If I have found favor in your sight and to grant my petition, let the king and Haman come to another banquet I will prepare for you tomorrow, and I shall make my request then.
Very well, Queen Esther. Tomorrow your banquet and your request.
Just the king and I were at the queen's banquet, and tomorrow I'm invited again with the king to another of the queen's banquets. But all this means nothing as long as Mordecai the Jew sits at the king's gate.
Let a gallows be made. And tomorrow speak to the king about this Mordecai. Then go merrily to the banquet, and the next morning, hang him.
Of course. The king has signed the edict.
Guard. Guard! Send in the Keeper of Records that I may read the Chronicles.
At once, Majesty.
Who was it that warned Queen Esther of Big Son and Teresh's plot to assassinate me? Mordecai. What honor and dignity has been given Mordecai for his warning?
Nothing has been done for him, Your Majesty.
Send Lord Haman to me at once.
You say the king desires my presence immediately?
He probably wants to reward me for the way I have handled the accursed Mordecai and the Jewish problem.
Lord Haman, what shall be done to the man that the king would be pleased to honor?
Oh, well, your majesty. Let the man who has pleased you be dressed in your royal robes, put upon the king's horse, and with a royal crown on his head. Have one of your noble princes lead him through the city and proclaim that this is done for the man the king delights to honor.
Yes, Haman. You are the noble prince. I command you to take royal robes and crown and put them on Mordecai, the Jew. Then have him mount my horse, and you are to lead him through the city and proclaim to all that this is the man the king delights to honor.
People of Shushan, behold, this man has delighted the king, and today he's being honored in this way. Yes. Enjoy this now, Mordecai. But later this week, you shall hang.
Another wonderful feast, my dear. Now, what is your request?
If I have again found favor in your eyes, my king, and it pleases you, save my life.
Your life?
And my cousin Mordecai's, and the lives of my people. It's not as if we are being sold as slaves, but we are all about to be killed.
Who would dare threaten my queen's life? Who is he? Where is he?
It is he, Lord Haman, because of his hatred for Mordecai.
Mordecai? The man I have just honored? The man who saved me from the assassination plot?
Please, your highness.
Haman, will you dishonor my queen here in my house?
But, your majesty, if I can explain...
Haman, is Mordecai the man who is to hang tomorrow?
Well,
Answer me!
Yes, your majesty.
There will be a change of plans. You will take Mordecai's place on the gallows, and he shall take yours. Guards! Take Lord Haman to the gallows to be hung on the morrow, and bring Mordecai to me. He shall have honor in my kingdom.
But, your majesty, I didn't know her highness was one of them, or I wouldn't have.
My lovely queen, nothing nor anyone shall cause you sadness. I shall issue letters throughout the kingdom that the Jews should not be killed, and if they are attacked, they are to defend themselves. My dear, your bravery and love have saved your people. Tomorrow and every year at this time, there shall be feasting and celebrations for your people in honor of you. Revelry that shall drown out the name of Haman.
Another feast. This is where we came in.
Goodbye, dear friends.
You shall have safe journey through the kingdom.
Thanks for everything.
We'll never forget you.
Yes, real cool. It's been a blast.
Cool?
Blast?
You know, if I'd been ahead of Esther in that line, I might be Queen Margot now.
Right. How about helping with these going-away presents, Your Majesty?
Oh!
Here, take mine too.
Ugh. Hey, fellas, this is no way to treat a queen.